Stereotyping. Guilty or not guilty? Guilty or not guilty? I plead guilty, Your Honor. And I hereby sentence you to 5 years imprisonment. No, ain't going nowhere. I'm just in my room. No court of law, not going to prison. Should I have been a lawyer, do you think? Would I have made a good lawyer? I don't know. Oh no, actually, nah. Well, I had my laugh. Well, dear diary, now that we've all had a much deserved short break and energy levels are back up, it's time to decide how the rest of the holiday will pan out. Not expecting too much. Will be a quiet one. A lot more places are open, but restricted number of people allowed in or number of people in a group. And frankly, we're not really up to weaving in between and around people just yet and touching surfaces which have been massaged by God knows how many hands. Yeah, you can't be too careful with these things, So we all unanimously decided to stay away from public spaces just now. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay away. I am still trying to get used to having a mask on whilst out and about. I've left the house without one on several occasions and only just realizing when I get the funny looks from other people as I get into the shop. And then it's too late. I'm out already. Weather permitting, we'll have lots of picnics and perhaps go to the beach. I'm thinking of planning barbecues with a few families where one family gets to host each week. That way it's kept interesting and it's different. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. It's meant to be summer with lots of sunshine. I mean, summer is supposed to be sunshine, it's supposed to be sunny. Yeah? But all we've been getting is rain, rain, and yet more rain. With peaks of sunshine here and there. Not much, but I guess we're used to it, so we just get on with it and make do with what we've got. I've been thinking a lot about prejudice and stereotyping and how we are easily victims on both the receiving end and as well as perpetrators. I was recently discussing with a friend's teenage son about how your dressing, your social status, your environment, and race, amongst other things, can easily set you up for prejudice without you doing anything else. He's a young lad with not a lot of world experience and couldn't understand why and how you could be judged solely by how you're dressed, how you speak, and how this judgment determines how people react to you, how they relate to you. He's at the age where a lot of social stuff appeal to him. He wants to grow his hair long and have it braided. He wants to wear a durag. He wants to have an earring on, topped off with a hooded jumper with the hood constantly up and with very ripped jeans as the icing on the cake. And then to top it all off, he's really dark skinned. I tried to explain to him how that would be a recipe for arrest if he lived in certain parts of the world. Hmm. And how that would even ordinarily make people quickly access and place him where he ought not to be. But besides the thing with the physical appearance, he's a very good lad and is not involved in any unwholesome stuff. But that would be besides the point if he's dressed in a manner associated with people who were involved in unwholesome activities. And that could easily deny him of acceptance and inclusion. Sad, but that's the way life is, and whether we like it or not, We're all guilty of some form of stereotyping that consciously and or unconsciously, it's called unconscious bias. I mean, with my job search, I took up quite a few calls from would-be recruiting agencies and have been a victim of scam calls where the person on the other end of the line is most often of Asian descent, and they have fished for confidential details and on several occasions sent me emails with links asking me to allow authority for GDPR purposes. So now when I get a call and the person on the other end has got a similar accent, I don't even bother and have started to just hang up the phone. I just hang up. Doing that may mean that I lose out on a valid call, but I've been burnt quite a few times and I don't want to risk it again. And that's the same thing I was trying to explain to my friend's boy. I mean, I've decided every caller with such an accent is a scammer, whether they are or not, whether it's right or wrong. A similar context regarding the recent news headlines about the Nigerian con artist Hush Puppy, who defrauded the US government of millions of dollars. Now, does that make every Nigerian a con artist? Does it? No. But you go out there and say you're Nigerian and you get looked at like you're a criminal. You don't blame those who treat you that way because they've probably been burnt by some scammer who was probably Nigerian as well. And round and round and round we go. It's just a cycle. So I'm a perpetrator of stereotyping and I'm prejudiced against callers with certain accents. It's not my fault. That's the way life has made it. Is there a lesson here? Can I always give everyone the benefit of the doubt at all times? Would I not keep getting burnt? I mean, how do we change the narrative? That's a big question. Can I answer it? I don't honestly think so. Well, that's my 2 minute speech. It's off my chest. I'm off to bed now. Good night, diary.